back, everybody, and a happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Uh, you know what time it is? Lions game day. As always, another Thanksgiving Day game for the boys. Unfortunately, we are on a 6-game losing streak that we're going to try to break, which I'm pretty confident in. But nonetheless, Nick, I see you cutting some lettuce, getting ready for the Thanksgiving Day feast. What is going, my man? What are you prepping for over there?
Oh, I've been up since 6:45 in the morning, prepping the turkey, got all that ready to go. Nice citrus and herb turkey, cooking for about 12 people today. Just finished making some deviled eggs. Now I'm on to making the salad, prepping that up. Got some mashed taters, mac and cheese, sweet potatoes, cornbread, all to be cooked. So we're working hard over here. Ain't no rest.
I'm on my way, Nick. I'm on my way.
Hey, come on over, boys. We got enough for everyone.
Love it, love it. Julius, I know you're in Germany, but are you? It's probably kind of weird over there, where everyone's probably like, "Why is this dude eating turkey?" I'm like, "Oh, that's he's American." So,
Right.
are you still planning on going with the Thanksgiving Day festivities, or are you just kind of passing on by?
Yeah, so we have a group of friends over here. We're going to meet up on Saturday evening and do Thanksgiving because, like you said, Adam, there is no Thanksgiving here today in Germany. There's just a normal Thursday evening in November. The Lions
Actually,
aren't
also-
playing. Huh? What was that?
Real quick, Julius, for work. So, did they give you work off at all, or?
Yeah. I'm still an American citizen with a American government job, so I get the national holidays off
That's
work.
very cool. Nice. Love to hear it. I was thinking about that. I was like, man, they gonna try to screw Julius on a work holiday?
America.
But nonetheless, we have a great show today. Don't worry, we will recap the phenomenal grit and determination win the Lions had against the Bears. So, boys, let's just hop right into that because I know we were all just so eager to hop on. But, of course, with all the time changes, everything going on, it's a little bit difficult. But let's talk now. This Lions-Bears game, I was watching it at a bar, and it was just same old with my little brother getting ready to, show him Lions are about to wipe the Bears Bears ass and just spank them. And all of a sudden, they score a touchdown off the bat. So it's like, oh, all right, Justin Fields, he's going to be running the ball today. Eric, okay, let's stop that. They carved us up pretty good first drive. Lions get the ball, interception. So you're like, okay, well, that was a fluke. Well, then fast forward, another interception. You're like, okay, well, what's going on with Goff? Fast forward, a fumble. Now we're in panic mode, and the Lions are just in complete disarray, just broken down. And then all of a sudden, Goff throws another interception, nearly had another one to Jalen Johnson on a little flat where the Lions, real quick, Ben Johnson, I feel like when we play bad teams, he tries to get too cute sometimes. There was a few times I noticed on like 3rd and 1, most specifically, we passed the ball. We tried doing this like little trick pass play or something and didn't just run it up the middle with Montgomery. Didn't get the pass and ended up taking a Jared Goff sack at like the 50, which we had to punt on. So the Lions, they didn't quit. That was the key takeaway because a lot of people are saying, oh, well, they should have smoked this bad Bears team. There's no reason why they only should have beat them by 5 points. Well, if you think about it, every year, all the good teams, they all have 1 to 2 flukes. It just happens. The Ravens to the Colts, the Eagles to the Jets, the Chiefs to the Broncos, the Cowboys to the Cardinals. You could go on. So the Lions, this was their game, except they won it. Because it's really tough to go 18, 17 games perfect and not just have a complete disaster. This was what I believe the Lions' disaster. We rallied around. We never quit. We found a way. We needed a JMO bomb, which loved so much. And shout out to JMO. That burger was great. We'll get to it in a little bit. But yes, Goff showed some insane resilience, not quitting. I feel like an old year 1, year 2 Lions Jared Goff or even a Rams Jared Goff maybe shuts down and just chalks this one up as an L. But oh, no, not with Dan Campbell as your head coach. This man got the team rallied, got everyone juiced up. Amon-Ra was just playing out of his mind. I'll say it right now. When everything is all done and done, Amon-Ra will be there with Barry and Calvin. It'll be Barry, Calvin, small itty-bitty step, but Amon-Ra will be there.
He's legit, isn't he? Like, it's just every third down, every passing play, I'm just like, where is Amon-Ra St. Brown? Luckily, we needed him big, and that Bears game was crazy. At one point, I gave up. I gave up where it was probably right after the Justin Field dance, which turned out to be their bugaboo. But for me, it happens, and I yell up to my wife who's upstairs, and I said, babe, it's over. Lions lost. And she goes, what? Really? That stinks. I'm like, well, I mean, 6 minutes to go. We're down by 12. Jared Goff's thrown 3 interceptions, damn near 4. We've turned the ball over 4 times. No team in the history of the NFL has ever lost a possession battle so badly and had 4 turnovers and won the game. Babe, it's over. She says, don't say it's over. It's not over until it's over. So I said, all right, I guess I'll keep watching. You know what I mean? I stopped tweeting. And then all of a sudden, J-Mo Bomb catches it. And my first tweet is, I'm back, baby. Let's go. We're in it, dude. We're in it. And then we have a defensive shutdown of 3 straight plays. It was great. Justin Fields overthrows the guy. And we end up making that game-winning touchdown. And it's just poetic that it's David Montgomery who scores that go-ahead touchdown. It is art in motion, and it was phenomenal to see. Hutch, who had gotten a ton of pressures throughout the game but hadn't been able to get home, had a lot of people online yelling about him. Where is Hutch? Where is Hutch? Where is Hutch? Yeah, he didn't have any sacks, but he had a ton of pressures, but he gets home on the very last play of the game. Should have been a touchdown. I'm pretty sure you can't kick a ball out of bounds, Bears offensive line, but they did, and we won anyway by 5, and that was a great victory.
Hey! Oh, what's the little one got to say, Julius?
Oh, he was hyped just like I was, but
I heard that. He was like, "Hey, let's go, man!"
I was sitting on the couch in the fourth quarter. Man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. About 6 minutes to go in the game, and I was like, "The Lions about to lose to the effing Bears at home." I was pissed, and especially because a couple of those Goff interceptions were tipped, like they could have easily not happened. And that was really the only thing keeping the Bears ahead was this crazy turnover differential that they managed to build up. Time of possession, I was like, there's no way the Lions win. I was ready to go to bed mad. Loser Monday. And then J-Mo. That touchdown to J-Mo, well, the defense got the stop. But that touchdown to J-Mo was when I was like, okay, get another stop, get the ball back as possible. But that last offensive drive before we had the lead, I knew we were going to score the whole time. From the very first down run, I think they got like 7 yards on David Montgomery first down run from like the 25-yard line. I knew they were about to go on a methodical drive and burn the clock and win the game. And that's exactly what happened. It was almost like the Stafford years, bro. It was almost like when Stafford used to come back and win the game crazy after the Lions playing like boo-boo. And then Stafford dig him out in like, a minute and a half at the end of the game. And, oh, wow, Lions are 9-7, missed the playoffs, but Matthew Stafford is clutch. It kind of felt like that almost, but I was happy as H. That was probably the happiest I was after a win the whole season. We beat Kansas City. We beat Green Bay in Green Bay. All these victories were 7-2. That was the sweetest. That was the sweetest. And the way it ended with Aiden Hutchinson ramming through Justin Fields for the safety sack. Beautiful, man. It can't end no better than that. It can't end no better.
It could have ended better, Julius. We know it
pick
could
the
have
ball
ended
off
better.
the ground.
Hutch falls on that ball. Oh my gosh, we're popping champagne. All the spreads cover our Lions game day bet hits. All things are good, but oh, damn it.
Shout out to the Bears fans, too, out there who wanted to tell me that Darnell Wright was just as good, if not better, than Penei Sewell. You out your damn mind, Bears fans. Go back to the draft.
Go back to the draft, indeed. Yeah, Darnell Wright, I'm pretty convinced he wasn't even trying to kick the ball out. I think he just didn't know where he was and just stepped wrong and just stepped right into the ball. Because if you kind of watch it, he's not looking for it. He kind of like, after Hutch blows his ass up, he's just like discombobulated, falling backwards, and the ball's just bouncing right there. And you see Hutch just like, it's mine, baby, my touchdown. And it's just boop out of the end zone. And then my first thing was like, well, Hutch, Calvin will have a little story about that one to tell you. As us Lions fans know, we know our competitors love to just smack the ball out of the back of the end zone, try not to let the Lions get touchdowns.
That was great Lions karma too. That was great Lions karma. The way we lost that playoff game in Seattle and the refs screwed us. The refs wanted to screw us in this game. Listen, the refs want to screw us in every game. Today at Ford Field on Thanksgiving, the refs gonna show up right behind Green Bay sideline, ready to toss all the stupid ass flags to try to keep the Packers in the game. But it don't matter because these brand new Lions are built for this.
That's exactly right.
I don't know if I've ever heard Julius so animated for a game. I'm fucking excited. Let's go.
Dudes, the different team, man. New teams like this bring out the whole new level of Julius. He's exactly right.
Brand new Julius, you know what I mean?
I knew that the Lions were going to win that game if they could stop the Bears. Not even if they could score the touchdown, if they could get that 3 and out. I knew if we get the ball back, game over. Game over. These Bears are too incompetent. Jared Goff is just in his bag in the last 5 minutes. Monty is hungry as hell to put them out of their misery, and that's exactly what happened. And honestly, last year's team, 5 years ago, any other era time, you were thinking, yeah, this one's over. Or you're at least thinking, well, we got the stop. Let's get the touchdown next. But it was, we got the stop. Game over, baby. We won this. Let's go watch it happen now. And sure enough, boom, Amon-Ra runs. Monty finishing off. It was just the piece de resistance to end the game. A phenomenal, phenomenal way to end the game. But real quick, let's flip back to the JMO touchdown. That was absolutely awesome. Nick, I too as well, shut the game off, went outside to shoot some hoops, little bro. And then all of a sudden, phone started blowing up. Everyone was screaming, oh, JMO Stark, enjoyed that McFlurry burger. And sure enough, I checked my phone. Lions are back in it, 26-21, I think. And we get the stop one. So I went back inside after JMO got that touchdown, saw the ending. But all in all, let's talk that JMO burger, boys. As you guys know, I dove into a little Oreo flurry double cheeseburger created by Jameson Williams. It's kind of taken the Lions fans and media by storm as of late. A lot of the media has tried it, and honestly, the consensus was it's better than expected. And that's exactly what happened to me. And I know I said I hyped it up a bit, and I was loving it, took an extra scoop and bite, but ultimately, it's pretty good for 2 to 3 bites. For a full burger, it's a little too sweet and too much going on. But literally, when you bite into it, you either taste a Oreo flurry or you taste cheeseburger. There's they don't combine. It's so weird. The flavors separate in your mouth. It's really weird, but also could have been me not having pickles or onions kind of messing with the flavor a bit. But ultimately, don't knock it till you try it because it wasn't bad. It was a solid 7.5.
Solid 7.5. You know, I was curious on if the onions would make it a little bit better, but you did no onions, no pickles. And I think that's the way to do it, honestly. So I thought it was hilarious. I watched your video 4 different times. You're like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I would try it. Actually, if JMO scored a touchdown today, I'll eat a whole one. I like both things.
McDouble, McFlurry. That's got to be a little extra too.
Oh yeah, the German McDonald's is better than American one. That's a unknown fact.
And then, okay, boys, how baked do you think JMO was creating this burger? You got to imagine he's at McDonald's with the boys, got a double cheeseburger and a flurry, just cooked out of his mind. And his boys are like, bro, slab a little of that on the cheeseburger. And he's like,
I hope he wasn't baked, but that is definitely a stoner drunk move, dude. I swear, the first time I saw it, it was like, JMO, this is something you'd see in the movie Half Baked, man. What are we doing right here? But
and then finally, too, I believe the other reason why I liked it so much, or not so much, but why I liked it was because JMO, 20-year-old kid, myself, I still believe I'm a 18-year-old little boy at heart. Love my candy, love my sweets. I'll eat a bag of Skittles before bed. Don't care.
Brush your teeth, bro.
Yeah, I do. Keep on. But any other final takeaways or things that we were just proud to see the boys get done in this Bears game?
What about JMO, guys? What about JMO? JMO was the hero of the game on that last offensive. Yeah, on that second to last offensive drive.
Well, realistically, like if we don't have a deep threat like that, not saying DPJ, Khalif, and maybe even probably not Reynolds, but Khalif or DPJ could get that breakaway speed. But if we don't have a guy to get that open in the end zone, because JMO was pretty open, I don't know if we get a touchdown there or a touchdown as quick. Time could be all messed up. We take a longer drive to get that first touchdown, then we have to onside kick or just something funky. But to be able to get that, boom, we're back in it. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. We just got to get our stops and the 2-minute warning. Go time, baby. And I think that was a taste of what JMO can do. And finally, too, that play is another piece on tape. All the coaches that are scouting us, it's just more and more. Well, we got to keep an eye on this guy. I know they added DPJ, and I know he's got drops, but he just beat the Bears. He had a huge catch against the Bucs. He's already had a huge catch against the Packers. We got to keep an eye on this guy. And that is going to allow an Amon-Ra 150-yard, 11 catch, 2 touchdown game, just mega performance. Not saying it might be today, but it will come due to JMO just slowly getting better. So, Nick, I'll ask you first. I know you were on just, he's a luxury now. If we get it, we get it. Are you swung to the point of, well, maybe this dude could be something. Maybe he is something and not just an extra piece.
I don't want to be critical on Thanksgiving morning, but no, I haven't swung. It's the same thing as it's always been. JMO's a luxury. I expect 3 targets a game, maybe 4 now. Of those, I do hope he catches at least 75% of his targets. Whether it's 4, he catches 3, he catches 2. He had 2 catches. It's nice to have him, and I don't want to get rid of him, but I am absolutely not ready to say he is breaking out. However, his touchdown to target ratio is like the best the NFL has ever seen. Like the dude just catches touchdowns. And let's just pretend Taylor Decker doesn't get a phantom call. He's got 3 touchdowns in 6 games, including the touchdown that got called back with limited targets and snaps. That's nice. And now, again, I'm not ready to be like, all right, he's back. That's my wide receiver 2. No, I still like Josh Reynolds as my wide receiver 2, and I like Khalif Raymond as my wide receiver 3. But lately, we started to notice that they're moving a little bit down in the depth chart where JMO's starting to get more snaps, more targets, and it's nice to see. I hope and want him to be one of the best wide receivers to ever play in the football league. But I'm not here and ready to say that that's the case. I'm just going to enjoy every bomb that he catches and every catch that he gets without this inkling or without this thought in the back of my mind being like, great catch, but you better get 3 or 4 more because I need you to be a wide receiver 1. No, it's just like, great catch, dude. Awesome. Go back, eat a McFlurry, McDouble, and we'll see you next week when hopefully you catch another bomb,
I agree. JMO, it's almost like, I don't know, let me try to describe the meme / GIF. Hopefully you guys get it. It's this girl, she's like drinking the Coke or she takes a sip of something and she makes that face where it's like, well, nah. Well, maybe. Nah. Well, that's us watching JMO. It is literally like, oh, there's something. Nah, he just dropped it. No, he's nothing. Oh, 50-yard touchdown. No. He just bad drop. Oh, 48-yard touchdown. Okay. And now I think we're back to the maybe we got something here. So I'm with you, Nick. I'm not ready to, oh, he's back. Yes, that's our boy. But it's like an eyebrow raise to the point of, all right, I like what we're seeing. I like where this is going. Julius, we were at, I believe, like a 6.5, 7 around that area. And can't imagine we're below a 7.5, maybe around an 8. What are you feeling right now?
Yeah, it's funny. We was talking about it last week, how we were right around a 5. I think I was at a 5 or a 4.5 even. And I texted you guys throughout the game. I was like, oh, it's a 5 now. Oh, it's a 5.5 now. After the touchdown, it's definitely I would say a 6. I would say a 6 prior to this Packer Thanksgiving game. And if he shows out again, who knows? It might pop up to a 7 or 8.
Love it. Love it. It's nice seeing JMO starting to get a little bit better. And, because this could have went another route where he just shuts down, is like, F this, F the Lions, I'm done. I don't want to be here. They don't want me. I'm asking for trades, even though trade deadlines passed, et cetera, et cetera. So it's good to see JMO was pumped and happy. I don't know if you guys saw that video. They showed him his touchdown. He's like, man, I already knew I was getting that touchdown, man. Goff saw me. He was so geeked, so pumped. And that's just the chemistry you love to see around your team, because it's infectious. It just will spread to other players. It just get other players geeked up. You see DPJ celebrating. I don't know what touchdown it was. It was either the Amon-Ra or the JMO one, but DPJ was like right there in the celebration. And he's the new guy that hasn't even been around with the team. So for him to be in that, very, very cool. It's building blocks for the team. But let's talk Detroit Lions Thanksgiving Day game, playing the Green Bay Packers. I can't remember last time we played the Packers on Thanksgiving, but it always seems like, my memory is just Brett Favre and early Aaron Rodgers just kicking our ass on Thanksgiving all the time. And I can't even remember like seeing games. It's just burned so hard in the back of my mind that this has happened. So ultimately, I think this should be a nice palate cleanser and a remembrance of, we own the Packers now. That's right. They had their time. It's over. Now it's our time. Our dynasty has begun. This is fun. And it's no more of like, well, maybe we can beat the Packers. Maybe we can sweep the Packers. It's now, oh, we're going to sweep the Packers and we're going to spank them good. So Lions, a couple keys to victory. I think it's going to be same old. Since the last Thursday game we played them, Montgomery, I think Campbell has a great idea of just ground and pound. Gibbs that was kind of like his first, taste of more plays in that Thursday night football game. He was running a lot in motion. I think we're going to see Gibbs have a fair share of touches. And finally, Jared Goff, bounce back performance, turkey leg of the day. He's getting my turkey leg. I think he has a phenomenal, right around 300 performance, passing yards, and 2 touchdowns, maybe 3. But Goff, he was on 97.1, said he absolutely loves playing on Thanksgiving Day, says it's one of his favorite games, says he's looking to bounce back from his bad performance. He was very, seemed like he was getting hyped for this game. And Goff he's a type of guy that he doesn't have multiple bad games back to back. So I think Goff, he's going to bounce back, have a phenomenal game, look like the Jared Goff we know and love, and just carve these, honestly injured Packers up, because they are missing quite a few players. Take it away, Nick.
Trying.
I know.
Unmute it. Exactly what I was trying to do. It's exciting. So every year it's exciting that the Lions play on Thanksgiving. It's been 60, 70 years. We've done it every year since. And this year we're wearing our every team that's playing on Thanksgiving is wearing the John Madden patch, which is just awesome. And I want to take a quick moment to just shout out John Madden, who, I don't know about you guys, but without Madden, there's a possibility that we're not even as involved in football as we were, right? It was Madden. For me, it was like, yeah, my dad would be like, it's the Lions. We got to watch them. Barry, cool, awesome. Let me play Madden. I want to play Madden. I want to do, I don't just want to watch this football game. When you're young, you don't have the patience for it. So you always remember John Madden doing the Thanksgiving games, playing it, and it's just super awesome that we are honoring him and the second annual John Madden Thanksgiving games. There's this awesome documentary about him out. I recommend everyone watching. If you have already watched it, make sure you watch Bye Bye Barry too. Some great documentaries out. But then to get to the Lions on Thanksgiving. And our last win was 7 years ago on Thanksgiving. I remember, I believe it was Thanksgiving where Jim Schwartz threw a challenge flag that wasn't supposed to be thrown. And because of that, we couldn't challenge the play. He was down. Justin Forsett, I believe, was down. And instead, they just couldn't review it, and they count it as a touchdown. There's heartbreaks after heartbreaks. Last year, we had the win in Buffalo wrapped up, and we couldn't stop Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs on a 3rd and 20 or whatever it was. And they get halfway down the field. They end up kicking a field goal to win the game. I'm sick of that. And I am so excited for the Lions to fucking dominate today. I'm excited to hear Jared Goff loves that. Why wouldn't you love playing on Thanksgiving? Like, this is a great game. You have all eyes on you. And we need redemption for Thanksgiving. We're like, Thanksgiving, people don't even watch the Lions because they're like, all right, let's just eat. We know the Lions will lose. Yep. We'll get back to football around 4:00 when the actual game.
Too, right during the Lions game, that was the whole tradition. It was like, no, we don't need to worry about this. But the Cowboys, they might be playing a 4:00 interesting game. So let's eat before, and then we can all enjoy the Cowboys game. And now it's like
tradition, but not
flip-flop, baby.
Yeah, I got my dinner. It's gonna be ready at noon. I said, ain't dinner, it's lunch. You get here at noon because by 12:30, I'm in front of the couch. You know what I mean? So I am ecstatic to see who gets the turkey leg. I actually think I think we're gonna win this game on the ground. I bet 100+ yards for both of our running backs on the ground, not including what they get through the air. Green Bay is one of the worst rushing defenses in the league. I believe they've allowed the 3rd most rushing yards in the league, or 4th most, something of that nature, very low. We're going to win this game through the ground. Not to say that Goff won't accumulate 300 yards, because I think you're right, Adam, but it's just going to be one through the ground. So I actually think, and as much as we would think if that is the case, that Monty would get the turkey leg, I bet Gibbs gets 2 touchdowns. Monty gets 1. Gibbs gets 110. Monty gets 105. And I bet Gibbs gets the turkey leg for me. Maybe if I'm jumping the ship a little bit. Sorry, that's my peak performer turkey leg eating son of a gun today. That's going to be Jameer Gibbs. But I'm just excited. And I just wanted to take a moment to shout out John Madden. Thanksgiving football, the Detroit Lions playing on it. Everyone watching, everyone at home watching the parade right now. We're watching us. We appreciate it. Just enjoy the Thanksgiving day, because for the first time in decades, we go into Thanksgiving expecting a win, not hoping for a win. And that's an attitude for 33 years I've never known. So I'm excited to start that mentality this year.
And real quick, Nick, so talk about Madden. Fun fact, Lions are tied for the most team cover appearances on Madden with 2. Now, granted, there's like 5 other teams that have been on there twice, but the Lions have also been on there twice, with notably Barry and Calvin, and it was ironically back-to-back years, which was pretty cool. So, shout out John Madden. Definitely a huge upbringing, why I'm like a huge football fan. And Nick, right when you said that, like little kids, they don't always want to watch football. They want to play it. They want to play Madden. They want to, throw it around. And that's exactly right, because my girlfriend's little brother, same exact thing. He knows all these players' names. I literally told him yesterday, he's like, who are the Lions play? I'm like, the Bears. He goes, oh, we got to beat Justin Fields. And he's a kid that both his parents don't watch football at all. He doesn't watch it unless it's with me. And I was like, how do you know Justin Fields plays on what? Huh? And he's like, yeah, duh. And it's from Madden. He plays the video games. He's played Lions, Bears. Fields score the touchdowns, probably pissed him off. And it's just little things like that helps grow the game. So, yeah, going to be stoked to see that nice Madden patch on all the Lions uniforms and on those classic uniforms. So, Julius, talk a little Thanksgiving Day game.
Well, fellas, this is a celebration today. This is a celebration of the team that Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes has created for us to enjoy. All the old Thanksgiving losses and the SOL stuff, that's not even in my mind anymore. And even if the Lions were to somehow lose this game today to the Packers, which I very much doubt, it's just a different vibe than we've ever had. This is the beginning. This season, we're in Lions fans are in an existential crisis right now, bro. This is the first that we felt of this kind of success. So I think that Thanksgiving, being what it is, a national televised game, the whole country gonna be watching, the whole world gonna be watching. It's time. The Lions are gonna announce loud and clear who they are and where they stand in today's NFL landscape. And I think you see it under my headline. My turkey leg award prediction is Jahmyr Gibbs. Because I agree with Nick. I think they're going to run the ball down the Packers' throats, and there's nothing that the Packers can do about it but sit back and whine that they don't have Aaron Rodgers anymore, which is music to my ears. So I'm just excited to see the city on national TV Thanksgiving. It's our holiday. It's a Lions holiday. It's a Detroit holiday. It's part of the fabric of our city, of our culture, of our state. And I'm just happy to be doing the show with you guys and be able to talk about it in real time, because like 20, 30 years from now, people are going to be talking about this team, this Lions era, and it all got started this year. I mean, this is our announcement today. Turkey leg award prediction, Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm going with 3 touchdowns for Jahmyr Gibbs. 3.
I do want to jump into what he just said and just, make it clear to you boys here. Fucking love you guys. And I'm thankful as hell that we've been doing this show for coming up on 4 years in January. We've seen the lows, we've seen the highs, not the highest of highs, but we've seen Detroit Lion based highs, and it's just so exciting. And I wouldn't pick 2 other guys to do this with. I love doing this show, man. So thankful for
you too, bro.
Hell yeah, boys, love that. Yeah, thankful I get to talk some Lions with you guys, get to actually do a little podcast about it, because honestly, if I wasn't doing this, I don't know. I would be fucking rambling to my dad, rambling to like my uncles, random Lions fans that are like, "Oh no, Lions are gonna go 7-10." This, and I'm over here drinking Kool-Aid. We're 9-2, baby. But ultimately, yeah, man, this is just, it's nice because it's also, I don't know if you guys are both or have like 10-year-old kids, and it's probably funny to both of them because they're like, well, what are you talking about? The Lions were only bad for like 1 to 2 years, and now they're great. This team's awesome. Bad Lions have been bad all year growing up. This team's great. And all these young kids never got the pain and suffering and misery that not even just me, but more so you guys had to deal with, because anyone that went through the Barry era is like a true Lions fan. That's how I know you're a true Lions fan. And if you're too young for that, then so be it. That's myself. Calvin era, Joey Harrington, John Kitna era, I stuck through it all. Even hell, the Matt Patricia stuff, man. All those headaches just being embarrassing on the news from all those stupid ass memes of just, oh, Lions lost to the bye week, and just stupid little Thanksgiving Day, jokes, because if the Lions were, 3-6, I guarantee it, or 3-7 or whatever, a bad record, I guarantee you we'd be seeing like tons of stupid little jokes of how, the Lions always lose on Thanksgiving, yada, 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 stupid stuff like that. So it's great to see the city turned around from, Dan Campbell coming onto the scene. I still remember the exact moment where I was when he got hired, him and Brad Holmes. I was walking a beach in Florida, and I got the news. We hired this Brad Holmes Rams dude. He seems decent. And then all of a sudden went out, got Dan Campbell, and it was like, these are our guys. Let's go. And fast forward to now, and I couldn't be happier. They're my 2 favorite coach, GM in any sport, on any team, in any league of any sport right now. So ultimately, Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, hats off to them. Thank you for just giving Detroit hope, honestly, because there's a lot of bad teams out there. And granted, the Bills kind of turned it around. Even the Browns turned it around a bit. Texans are on the up and up. Jaguars too. But the Lions hadn't really had that turnaround. We had a little taste of it with Stafford, but that was just false hope. And now we are getting that, like, the Lions have arrived. We are here, baby. Don't underestimate us, or you're going to get smacked in the face. So ultimately, Lions, I think we are going to just absolutely stomp on the Packers. Another primetime game where we get to just dismantle Green Bay. I absolutely love to do that. But ultimately, I'm happy it's Thanksgiving. It's going to be a good game. Lions are playing a little 30 minutes earlier. That's also one of my favorite things about Thanksgiving is we get to see the Lions play at 12:30. So that'll be nice. But ultimately, let's get some score predictions, boys. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think we're going to see the Lions score around the 30s. I'm going to go 31-13. Lions 18-point beatdown of a victory.
No. Give me Lions 27, Packers 10. Go Lions.
I'll take 38-17 Lions. 38-17 Lions. Uh-oh. What's that I'm laughing at?
My buddy just sent me this fake quote about Dan Campbell. I mean, I assume it's fake, but it very well could be real. So I'll read it to you. Bear with me here. He goes, I start the day with 11 ostrich eggs. The ostrich is a living velociraptor, and my body runs better with the prehistoric alpha predator protein. That's just science. Then I knock out a quick up workout. All glamour muscles. This isn't for function. This is just for intimidation. When my biceps are blazing and my body is hopped up on dino protein, I make sweet love to Miss Campbell with a photo of the opposing team's coach to the bedstand and Steven Seagal movies playing on full blast. My theory behind that is if I could finish while looking at you, I could beat you. Again, science.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said that realistically. Yeah.
Seems like a Dan Campbell.
Right.
That might be a little.
Sounds like Dan Campbell.
That's good though.
That's
all right, boys. We think Hutch comes up big.
Always.
I was kind of. Do we think over under half holding penalties on Aiden Hutchinson? Do you think he gets a call? Because I damn near sees every game he's getting freaking choked out, grabbed by the neck, just like pulled down, and the refs are just like, "Oh, didn't see nothing." And
then you got these other podcast networks out here trying to talk about how Aiden Hutchinson is a bust and how he's not one of the best edge rushers in the league just because he don't got the sack numbers to back it up. When he's third in the league in pressures, he has interceptions, he gets forced fumbles, he does so much on the field. He's the most double team edge in the league. He's the most held edge in the league, and he's one of the best. It should be no discussion. No Detroit radio network should be talking about, is Aiden Hutchinson not good? Is he a bust? That shouldn't be talked about. Aiden Hutchinson is a future Hall of Famer. We all see it on the field every day.
Preach that, dude. I've had to have some conversations with that. It's like, dude, if you're just going to box score watch and see how many sacks he has, how many sacks does Nick Bosa have? The exact same amount of sacks as Aiden Hutchinson. And you know what? The Lions have one of the best run defenses in the league. And that's not just Aleem McNeil. No, you got to have an entire front seven that knows how to work together. And that includes our boy, Aiden Hutchinson. Sorry, he's not going to get 85 sacks in a season for you. It's just not going to be that way. I said that before the season. He's more of a role player than he is this amazing sack go and getter. Spare me on any Hutch negativity. I feel like we're like the only ones that are sitting here defending him, which you shouldn't even have to defend Aiden Hutchinson, but we are. So yeah, Hutchinson will make the plays. I don't know if he gets sacks, but he's going to make big plays, including like a tackle at a goal line like he does every game, it seems like. Hutchinson is going to be great. He'll be great for years to come. Calm down, everyone.
Hutch, honestly, he's a guy. I'm going to quote this now. I'm coining this now. He's a guy that makes plays to make plays. So he makes a play. Isn't him, but it leads to making a play. So I think we see that a lot. Hutch goes in, blows it up, doesn't get the sack, but then you see Aleem there. You see Charles Harris, a core brother, someone finishing the job off. So I agree with you, Nick. Nothing to worry about with Hutch. It's like if you want to go box score watch, sure, worry yourself. But if you actually care about the Lions, you've been watching the games and you've been seeing this dude get pressured just about every single snap, and he's been getting held just about every single snap. So it's going to come. You can't hold him 17 games. The refs, I know they hate us, but they'll have to call it at least once. And if, you stop holding him, he's going to get to the quarterback. So it's as simple as that. The Lions,
shout out to the refs, Adam. Shout out to the refs. I'm watching y'all. Y'all can't make us lose anymore. We're too good for that.
Yeah. Tell him, Dom.
Tell him, Dom. F the ref.
That was great.
That was very, very good. So the Lions, there has been a few injury news between the Packers and Lions, which I believe is why the spread has moved from -7.5 to -8.5. So Lions are now 8.5-point favorites. We are now going to be without Jonah Jackson, but that's it. Jonah's the only one that was on the injury report. The Packers are quite beat up. They're for sure without Aaron Jones and Luke Musgrave. They're starting running back and tight end. I did see A.J. Dillon, their backup running back, was expected to play, so he's been banged up too. He is likely going to play, but if he's banged up, man, hammer those under rush yards. A.J. Dillon has absolutely no burst, and that's what beats the Lions is when you get out of those first 2 yards, you get that extra 5. Well, if you don't get out of those first 2, that's all you're getting is 2, and that's A.J. Dillon. He's going to rack up 14 carries for 36 yards. Very similar performance to what he did last week. It was like a 15 for 29, something very, very similar to what you'll see today. But ultimately, I think the Lions do cover. 8.5 is a decent amount of points, but coming off of almost like a loss, but a poor performance, I think the Lions bounce back. The Packers, Packers had this is a huge trap game for them. They beat the Chargers last week in a game they probably should have lost, but the Chargers are just have receivers with stone hands, I guess. So Packers beat the Chargers, and they're coming off a win, and they're, riding some momentum, whereas the Lions are like, oh, no, we're hungry. That last week should have been a blowout. This is going to be our blowout. Lions are going to dominate, cover the spread, and get the job done. So any thoughts on that? And I'm trying to figure out the over-under on this.
Thoughts on the over-under A.J. Dillon? That's what you're saying?
Okay, so I was trying to get the over-under in general. 47.5. Do you think the Lions... Do you think we hit the over? Because I do think there's a way we see like a, 35-7 type game, finishes at 42. Lions just beat the piss out of the Packers, but they don't hit the over. So do you think the Packers offense will be able to score enough to, hit a 47.5 point over?
Definitely. And if not, don't worry, because the Lions scoring 48 today anyway. So they'll hit the over on by themselves. They'll take it. Don't worry, Packer fans. We got you.
Yeah, I mean, you got to watch out for Christian Watson and Jaden Reed. They got some good young receivers. Jordan Love, they're going to get behind the game. They're going to be throwing it. So I'd probably take the over, even though I only predicted them to score 10 points.
I agree, too. I think the over happens. If Justin Fields and the Bears can, score a couple points, then I think the Packers should be able to manage, even in garbage time. I know last game, 34-20, it was, I think it was like 17-0. It was a blowout at halftime. I remember that. But ultimately, the Packers scored like 2 quick garbage time touchdowns and made the game look a lot closer, even though it was still a blowout, than what it was. So I think that's going to be exactly how it goes. The Lions are just going to get up 2 scores with about 5-6 minutes left, and the Packers are going to get, a touchdown with 2 field goals. That's what I said, 31-13. So Lions will be up 28-6 late in the fourth quarter. Will kick a field goal to go up 25, and the Packers will just finish the game off on a nice, easy little pitter-patter touchdown to get the job done.
Pitter-patter.
Bet. Go blue. Bet.
Go Lions.
Okay, so as of here we. So Jair Alexander might not play either, which I'm trying to figure out because it should be out right now. But
Did you see a quote from Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Yeah, that was fake.
Yeah, it was fake, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, but oh my gosh, I can't wait till it happens because I'm gonna go crazy with that shit and be like, who are the DBs over there? Who? Yeah, I'm right.
Name anyone on that defense except for so Jair Alexander. They got Rashawn Gary still, or is he not even on that team anymore?
Yeah, he'll play. He was banged up, but he full practice.
Gary is playing.
Quay Walker is like the only other one I know because he was the one that got kicked out, right?
Yeah, Quay Walker. I hope he plays, man. He's
Devondre Campbell is out too, right?
I don't know.
Devondre Campbell. I think
Campbell was a full practice on Wednesday, so I figure he'll play. Jair Alexander was limited all week, so if Jair doesn't play, Amon-Ra is just going to go from 120 yards to 125 yards. And then finally, my brother sent me this yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw this, but this could be some bad news for the Lions, boys. We may be in some trouble. Since the AFL-NFL merger, the Lions are 0-12 on Thanksgiving when the moon is in a waxing gibbous phase. Today, the moon is in a waxing gibbous phase.
Today, the Lions break the moon phase curse.
The fuck kind of stat is that, bro? What are we talking about? The Lions are
Astrology, baby.
When the blade of grass on the field is above the 1.5 inch mark, and the sun is shining. It's under 41 degrees, and the moon is this fascinating shape. What are we talking? That's a baseball stat if I've ever heard one right there, dude.
Exactly.
Baseball stat. Well, yeah, but I like what Julius said. We breaking that streak today. We breaking all streaks today, bro. We're going 9-2. Gonna be in. Oh, we wouldn't be in first place of the NFL. We're in second place right now. I was hoping Chiefs would win on Monday, but they didn't. So I mean, we're
close. MVS letting us down.
I know MVS fudger.
But boys, I think that should do it. Nick, I'll let you get back to cooking up your Thanksgiving Day feast. As always, check us out on Twitter. We got a little giveaway going on. A David Montgomery first touchdown score. If he scores the first touchdown, which is very likely, we'll be giving away a jersey or some cash to one of you followers. So go check out that pinned tweet and or top tweets and give us a like and follow. Check us out on Twitter or X at Honolulu Blues _. Check Julius out at the Fifth Top. Check Nick out at Nick Faber NFL and myself at Everyday FFB. Spotify, YouTube, all good platforms to watch us and hear our voices. And as always, make sure you're staying tuned on the tweets during the game because we love to live tweet and keep everyone updated.
We lit on X. We lit on X.
We lit.
Yes, sir. We live on X, baby.
The X.
Shout out Merry.
Happy Thanksgiving, Mother.
Happy Thanksgiving, one.
Let's go Lions, baby.
Or down the field.
Lions forward down the field.
Yeah.